Good morning, Orlando.
And now for our bi-weekly look at legal issues in the news with our in-house legal expert, Attorney Tom Olsen. This is Olsen on Law.
Yes, he's here. I'm Alan Spector, and every Tuesday and Thursday at this time, I am joined by veteran Orlando attorney Tom Olsen for Olsen on Law. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Alan and crew and WFLA listeners.
All right, the questions you are going to be answering this morning, Tom, are prenuptial agreements enforceable in Florida, and who should use one? Okay, first of all, first question, are prenuptial agreements enforceable in the Sunshine State?
They are enforceable in Florida, but they are not enforceable in all of the states throughout the country.
Okay, what's the difference between a prenuptial and a postnuptial agreement?
A prenuptial gets signed before you get married. A postnuptial gets signed after you get married. The real difference is that when you do a prenuptial agreement, you are not obligated to do a financial disclosure to the other party. If you do a postnuptial agreement, you are required to do a full financial disclosure to the other party. And if you don't do an accurate financial disclosure, then that postnuptial agreement may be voided.
So what situations does a prenuptial cover?
Really two situations. It says if you get divorced, neither party will have to pay the other one alimony. And number two, you're not obligated to leave your spouse a portion of your estate when you pass away.
Now, what does someone need to know if they're thinking about a prenuptial agreement?
Well, they're not one-sided. What they do for one party, they do exactly the same for the other party. Number two, when you have a prenuptial agreement done, the attorney can only represent one of the parties, so each party needs to get their own lawyer. And number two, if you're going to do a prenuptial agreement, do it as far in advance of your marriage as possible. In other words, don't do it the very week before you get married.
Who would be the most likely candidate for a prenuptial agreement, Tom?
I have a lot of clients that come to me and they've got married later in life. They have children from a previous marriage. They want to make sure that their wealth goes to their children, not to their new spouse. If you want to make that happen, you're going to have to make sure you get a prenuptial agreement done.
As always, if you have legal questions, whether it's about this or pretty much anything else, Tom will be happy to answer them on the Olsen on Law show. You can hear that Saturdays at 10 a.m. right here on News Radio WFLA Orlando. You can also catch the Zoom version of Tom and me on our social media platforms. Tom, as always, thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Alan.
And remember, for all of your legal needs, call the Olsen Law Group.